pursue careers in technology. Both Mary and I have Midwestern roots. We're both born in Iowa. I grew up in Minnesota. And I think we have a lot of Midwesterners in the crowd tonight, don't we? Give a wave if you're in the Midwest. Yeah. A good number of us out here. I think no matter where you end up, if you grew up in the Midwest, you still kind of feel that in your heart a little bit. It kind of travels with you wherever you go. And so Mary and I, we got married about 4 years ago, and as we were kind of beginning our lives together, thought, man, it'd be really fun to find a way to connect where we came from to where we live today. And this idea of helping young people get exposure to technology out here in Silicon Valley started to grow. And so we built this organization to bring 16 kids from Minnesota out to Silicon Valley for a one-week tech camp every year. This is our third year of bringing students out. So we've had 16 in 2014, 16 last year, and the 16 you'll meet tonight who arrived on Sunday of this week. And these are all students who come from backgrounds where they wouldn't have otherwise had a chance to do something like this. So that they're students that are from underserved communities and who we really want to get a leg up on having exposure to role models, exposure to experiences that will give them a little bit of a vision for what's ahead if they work really hard. They're all rising ninth graders, so they're just that pivotal moment of having finished middle school, heading into high school. All the grades that you get in high school, all the things you do in high school really matter, as we all know, for the rest of your career. So this is sort of a shot of inspiration before they begin that. We'll tell you about the camp in a minute. When they go back to Minnesota, we reconvene this group every 3 months or so. We call some Minnesota meetups, where we introduce them to tech founders and entrepreneurs in the Twin Cities. We reconnect on some of the goals that they've set here. So really, this is the beginning of a journey that we're building for these students throughout high school to remain connected and inspired to pursue careers in technology.
Great. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce the rest of the Silicon North Stars team, starting with our Silicon Valley-based program manager, Connor Swenson. I'd like to introduce our two Minnesota-based program managers, Gario Harrison and Matthew Grove. And two of our chaperones on this trip were both representing partner organizations, Anna Peterson from Step Up and Hannah Chan from Humboldt Academy. We couldn't do it without you, and I should mention Silicon North Stars is 100% volunteer run.
All right, so we're going to tell you a bit about what this week has been like. On Sunday of this week, around 8 a.m., our 16 Silicon North Stars met at the Minneapolis St. Paul Airport and hopped on a plane, many of them for the first time, to head out to California. And the first thing we did right when they landed, we didn't even check into the hotel, we did a bunch of team bonding by heading straight to a ropes course. We went up to Berkeley, and the students dove right in, forming teams of people they didn't necessarily know before they came, and climbing up into the trees and trusting each other to keep each other safe as they took a lot of risks. And that's really a theme we wanted to create throughout the week, that, you know, trying new things is important, taking risks is important, getting a little bit outside of your comfort zone is important, and that ropes course kind of got them off to that start. A lot of fun, a lot of students were sort of trepidatious when they began, but by the end were really going for it, and it was a fun way to start the week. We then went to Mary and I's house in Menlo Park and had a little dinner, a welcome dinner at home to kind of begin the adventure together before we kicked off the sort of formal programming on Monday morning.
Great. So the first central component of the program is campus visits. So we want to give these students an inside peek into what it's like to be at some of the world's largest tech campuses, as well as get an insider view on what it's like to be at a startup of just 1 or 2 people. So to start the week,
There we go.
okay. Great, so we started the morning at YouTube, at the YouTube headquarters, where we learned our students already know so much about the platform and creators, but we learned even more and got an inside look into the campus there. From there, we headed to the Google headquarters, where we toured the campus. The students got to experience virtual reality with Google Cardboard, getting to take a cardboard home back to their communities as well. Then we went to Singularity University, where we heard an amazing talk by Pascal Finette on exponential thinking in the future. We also got to see the old NASA Ames campus, of course, and get to experience a little bit of the beauty of Hangar 1. The next day we kicked off by going to the GoPro headquarters for a combined look at both hardware and software and how they do rapid prototyping. This is actually a shot of the students touring the innovation lab, where they actually build some of their early prototyping and devices. We then headed to the Facebook tour the brand new building of their campus there. We also heard from some amazing employees on their partnership team talking about their own personal journey and barriers that they had overcome to enter the tech force. Yesterday morning, we started at Matter VC, which is a tech accelerator here in Soma. They work with early stage media startups, and we got a fantastic demo by two great entrepreneurs who I believe are in the room right now. I don't know.
Melanie.
So really a look at what it's like to craft a great pitch. Then today, we started at Galvanize, where we heard two startups, Tinsel and Vita, both founders who are pitching or actively raising investment funds right now. So they actually gave an example to these students of what is an effective investor pitch, what does a great 5-minute pitch look like. And tomorrow morning, we'll be heading to Stanford University to tour the campus, and we'll also get the inside look at how the athletics department uses tech and media within their operations.
Great. We also incorporated for the second part of our week a one-on-one mentor session. I see a lot of our mentors in the room. Thank you for coming out again tonight. In this portion of the week, we essentially got the kids together for some one-on-one attention on what they want to do when they head to high school and what they want their goals to be for the next 3 months, for the next 1 year, and for the next 5 years. So many of you in the room and several others paired up with the students. Matthew led us in a series of warm-up exercises, which were a lot of fun. And then we got into a one-on-one mentorship situation where every mentor sat down with a student, walked them through their future, asked questions, and then really dove into these goal sheets, which every student filled out. This is the 5-year goal sheet. We also have 1-year goal and 3-month goals. They'll take them back, these back with them to Minnesota. We'll, of course, track them alongside the students to see how they're doing. And, of course, this is a relationship we want to continue as these students pursue their goals through high school.
At the heart of the program is our desire to help build community among these students. So this week, they represent a cohort here in California, but as Steve said earlier, when we return to Minnesota, really want to be a part of that active alumni community and be together for the next 3, 4, 5 years and beyond. So a big part of the week is, of course, having fun, getting out, enjoying the California sun, goofing around. Last night, we were freezing at Pier 39, showing them what summer in San Francisco is really like. And the week involved a lot of food and fun and meals together as a selected North Stars family.
Great, which brings us to tonight and our design challenge. Around noon yesterday, we gave the students a challenge to solve, and they've been spending the last 24 hours or so coming up with startups to pitch to you all tonight in terms of how they're going to tackle the challenge that we gave them. I'm going to define that challenge real quickly right now. It is a challenge that I think the whole country has been talking about for the last few months, and certainly longer than that as well. And I think particularly to our students is very real given the shooting of Philando Castile in St. Paul a couple of months ago. So I don't need to read this. I think everyone in the room knows the story, but of course Philando Castile was shot. His girlfriend Donna Reynolds videotaped it on Facebook, started a national conversation on race and policing. And a month later, shootings in Dallas, of course, brought a whole new conversational stream to that topic. These are difficult topics that affect us all, and certainly our students all live in urban environments affect them very acutely. And in Minnesota, something they've been talking about even before they came here to California. So we gave them this context around what has been taking place around the country as it relates to fatal police shootings and how that feels for both police and for communities of color. And we gave them this design challenge. And I'll just read it out loud so everyone knows kind of what they were given as they began to start these companies. The challenge was, using technology, how can we make our communities safer by reducing racial tensions between citizens and police, while at the same time maximizing our personal freedoms? Your solution must consider the following 3 perspectives: ensuring basic needs are met for all people, sustaining and improving quality of life for all people, and mitigating future risks for violence. And once we're finished here and get all of your feedback, we're going to bring these ideas back to the cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul so they can get a perspective of how our brilliant young Silicon North Stars are thinking about this challenge. So we've been walked through a design thinking exercise by Kyle, our board member and partner in Minnesota. He framed the challenge for them. They have been furiously prototyping ideas for their solutions to this problem. You're going to see 4 different teams presenting their solutions tonight. It's been a lot of hard work, and I think we're really excited to see the culmination of that tonight, and we hope that you give them a lot of really great feedback as we hear pitches from them this evening.
On this note, I wanted to introduce and recognize an amazing member of the Silicon North Stars team, Kyle Colebrook. who is the CEO and co-founder of Coco. Coco is our home-based partner on the ground in the Twin Cities. Kyle also not only led us through the Design Thinking Challenge, but he is on our board of directors. So thank you, Kyle, for all that you do. I'd like to briefly recognize our partner organizations. You may be wondering, how do these 16 students, how do we select them? So we work with 3 local partners on the ground in the Twin Cities. On the Minneapolis side, we work with Step Up, who's an amazing organization. They place about 2,000 students across the city in summer internships across a variety of sectors, but we work directly with their tech students. On the St. Paul side, we work with 2 high schools, Washington Technology, Magnet High School, and Humboldt High School, both of whom have tech-focused programs. So we work with them to source top students from their communities and bring them on the program. We also want to thank Coco again, and thank, of course, Galvanize for hosting us, not only today, but this evening. Silicon North Stars would not be possible without some amazing support from sponsors. Our program is 100% cost-free for all students, both this week and all the ongoing meetups that we do back in Minnesota. So we have great support from some partners in Minnesota, including Sunrise Banks, Jamf Software, the Minnesota Philanthropy Partners, the Best Buy Foundation, and we owe a huge debt of gratitude to so many of you in this room. We've raised over $18,000 over the past 3 weeks on Indiegogo, so thank you so much for all of your support.
Thank you.
And it's not too late to donate. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce who we've all been waiting to meet. I'd like to invite our Silicon North Stars to come up on stage one at a time. They're going to share with us 4 things. 1, your name. 2, where you're from. 3, your favorite company visit of the week and why. And 4, 1 nugget or insight that you'll take back with you to your community in Minnesota. So let's get started with Pashia.
So, my name is Pashia. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, and my favorite company is Google because I always, use Google to get my information. And then one thing I'll take back to my community is to never give up.
My name is Trevor Buzia. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My favorite company when I visited was Singularity University because of the speech that Pascal gave about exponential steps and future. One thing that I'll take back to my community in Minnesota will be my newfound confidence and courage of speaking about things.
Yeah.
So my name is Paul Shi, and I'm from St. Paul. My favorite company to visit was YouTube because I love watching videos, and one thing I take back to St. Paul is to challenge myself.
I'm Jordan Dotson. I'm from Minneapolis. My favorite company visit was Google because we had a great speaker there. It was really inspirational. And I'm going to take all my connections.
My name is Adeline Ravensmore. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My favorite company visit was Singularity University because the speaker was just really motivational and it was amazing. One thing I'll take back to my home is that no task is ever too small. My name is Nyla and I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota, and my favorite company that I visited was Google because I like their technology, and one thing I'm going to take back to my community is the communication skills home.
My name is Amir, and I'm from St. Paul, and my
name's Tony. I'm from Minneapolis. My favorite company visit was Singularity University, and I think the speaker was really motivational, and he taught me a lot of things in a short amount of time. And then one thing I'm going to take back to my community is learn from your mistakes.
Hi, my name is John Lee. I'm from St. Paul. My favorite company visit was Singularity University. My favorite part about it was hearing Pascal talk about how technology is something that's cool and how technology is there, but you have to pay a lot more for it early on. And one thing I'll take back from it was that you have to be unreasonable man to further in the world.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Jerome. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My favorite business or company that I went to was Banner DC because I like watching the process that these companies go through to be successful and how these are moving through technology when I get older. One thing I'll take back is 15 new connections.
They showed me that even though it was a little company, they could do more than that. And one thing that, one learning I'll be taking back is, wait, I have to say it. One learning that I'll be taking back is that nothing small would, nothing small would become nothing if, you got it. You got it. Nothing small. Wait. I do.
You like a small company.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Sorry. Okay.
Hi, I'm Saba, and I'm from South Minneapolis. My favorite company is Google because I like all the technology that they're making in the future, and I'll take back everything that I learned this week.
My name is Denzel Levy, and I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And my favorite company is YouTube because I like watching videos. And one thing I'll take back is that it's not always bad to fail.
My name is Ashari. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. My favorite company visit was Singularity University because he taught us about innovating new technology. And one thing I'll bring back to my community is to talent yourself and lead together.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Parnay from St. Paul, Minnesota. My favorite company visit was Google because they have a lot of awesome technologies. And one learning I'll take back to my community is to always be passionate in whatever you want.
My name is LeMay, and I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. And my favorite company is Google because of the new technology that has improved over the years. And one thing I'll take back from this trip is the new knowledge that I've gained over the last couple of days.
Well, students, we just can't tell you how proud the entire Southern North Shore team is of you. Let's hear one more round of applause. esteemed panel of judges. We're very lucky to have 3 prominent leaders in the tech community here to support our students. So I'd like to invite you up on stage. First is Wayne Sutton of Build Up. Linda Brianna Epler of Change Catalyst. Charles Hudson of Precursor Ventures. So a quick overview of the format for pitches. We have 4 different companies who will pitch for you tonight. Each team will pitch for approximately 5 minutes to the challenge that Steve presented earlier. Then we'll bring it over to our panel of judges. They'll ask a few questions of the students. We'll then have a microphone in the audience. We'd love to take 1 or 2 questions of yours for each team. At the end, the judges will deliberate and we will crown the winner. Great, so without further ado, let's welcome the first company, Just In Case.
So we're just in So Jose is a male Latino activist in his late 20s, and he needs a way to let his and his neighboring communities know about potentially life-threatening situations that can escalate, because the community has a right to be involved and aware of it if they choose.
So we have an app that is, it comes with like a button. So like there's a button that it has a key slip on the back and you can stick it wherever you want. And it's like a button that's connected to phones around your community and to the police station. So if you are in a life-threatening situation, you can press it and it sends signals out. And if you are within a 2-mile radius, it sends a live stream video. And if you are within a 10-mile radius, it sends a notification to your phone. And it's accessible, so you don't have to reach into your pocket to get it. So when you press it, so like if the button was on your phone, you would have to take your phone out your pocket, and the officer would automatically think that you're reaching for something else. So we made the button that you can stick it wherever you want, like on your dashboard or on your shoulder, and you can just press it. And yeah, it's a portable button.
Well, I'm sure the majority of you guys are aware of who this man is on the screen. But if not, he is Philando Castile, who was recently killed by a St. Paul police officer for a broken taillight, and they thought he was reaching for them, but he wasn't. So, with our technology that we created, his girlfriend that was sitting in the passenger seat could have possibly used this app to call the police or other people to witness what was happening, instead of it just being them to the police officer, so they have no other witnesses besides the girlfriend. And these are all the companies that we will be reaching out to, such as Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, CNN, YouTube, the New York Times, Best Buy, and Target. We are targeting everyone age 16 and older that cares about involving the community and the safety of others when it comes to police brutality.
I'm here, I'm the webmaster.
I'm Adelaide Ravensmore, the co-founder.
I'm Nyla, the product manager.
I'm Leah, the CEO and designer of the logo.
Thank you for listening to us.
Any questions or comments?
Quick pitch, awesome. Would love to see this implemented. I heard a question, someone made a comment about accessibility. Did that mean that the button would also be voice activated? Maybe you consider that.
No, the button would not be voice activated because we just press it and then automatically it would send notification to all people with the app in a 10-mile radius.
When you think about adding voice activation,
Yes.
are there other ways for you to sort of record or save a video if by chance no one's around and something happens?
If you're on your phone, it sends a notification to your phone, and you can, what was the question?
It's what happens if you happen to be in an area where there isn't anybody around? Yeah, is there still a way for the service to grab that video, record, or otherwise save that information for the future?
Well, so now it's kind of like Snapchat, how you record a video and you can save it to your phone and post it to your story. So you could save it after you're done actually, and then it will almost automatically save it to your phone, just in case.
I like the fact that you don't have to reach into your pocket. I think that's important. Is there a way to maybe capture audio recording if your phone isn't out and out of your pocket, so you don't have to reach into your...
Yeah, so if you have your phone on your lap or something and the camera isn't facing the police officer recording it, it'll still record audio. So even if the screen is all black because it's in your pocket or whatever, it'll still record the sound. Yeah, that's definitely something to consider.
Any questions from our audience?
Awesome question.
You can just project.
Yeah. So what do you think about using, I think it's a great idea, what do you think about using this in other emergency situations, like an earthquake, or if there's a tsunami or something like that?
So like,
Yeah, actually, so what we're focusing on is like all life-threatening situations. So basically, that's like the main thing we're focusing on, but we want to try and make it so it can help out anyone in any situation. Basically.
Well, thank you.
Let's hear it. All right. Next up, we have Team Connect.
Meet Wayne, an African-American man who is a shoe shiner on the street. He has experienced police brutality for nearly 60 years, and he believes that we need to improve our community with communication between authorities and community. He wants all lives truly free, he believes all lives matter. And our project provides that through communication between authorities and the community. No one wants to feel insecure
understand each other more. We need more of that. And our app is, the name of our app is called Connect. And the reason why that is because, well, our mission is to bring everyone together using Connect Line, communication. And for that, our app has to have communication and, like, for example, messaging. We message all the time. I think all of you do here. And for that, for this app, people who use that app actually can post something on it and say there's an event going on today or tomorrow before it starts. And people around that community and officers can see that, and the officers can participate and go around and see what's going on. And for this app, we also have like calendars to tell people when it's going to be the time and place. We also have a GPS map, so we can tell people where it's going to be at and how far or close it is. You really don't want to go to a place where it's too far from you. So kind of made it this way so it's easier for people to gather in a close space. And we also provide transportation to people who actually don't have it.